This is Witchspace News for Friday the 24th of August 2018. I'm Commander Burr. In this week's news, Frontier drops further information about Beyond Chapter 2. Commander PrimetimeCasual makes it home on Mitterand Hollow. There's a stunning video that chronicles the arrival of Commander DoveEngima13. And I'll have this week's Thargoid report. Following the elite community meetup at the Gamescom event in Germany this week, Frontier's community manager Paul Crowther posted some more details on the upcoming Beyond Chapter 3 update. I've linked the post in the description below, but I'll just break down the headliners here for you now. In the post, Paul describes the Guardian hybrid ship-launched fighters as, and I'm quoting, "These ships are light, fast and agile with strong shields." Continuing, he had this to say on acquiring the new SLFs. To acquire a hybrid fighter blueprint, you'll need to investigate new Guardian beacons which will point you in the direction of the sites to investigate. It looks very much like what we suspected, that the Guardian space structures that Frontier are calling beacons will contain puzzles that will eventually lead to the required blueprints for the fighters. So I would have thought you'll be picking them up from the Guardian tech brokers eventually. In the post, Paul also linked to a new teaser trailer for Beyond that features the Guardian SLFs and a screenshot of the 3 fighters in flight, which you can see on screen now, along with a screenshot of the chieftain-based Alliance Crusader ship that's also being introduced in the patch. On the subject of the engineers being introduced into the Colonia region, Paul also offered some more clarity on how they will work, how they are unlocked and what limitations they have. He also reiterated that Colonia is a colony on the fringes of space and therefore not all engineering upgrades will be available right from the off and must be unlocked and upgraded with community effort. It sounds as though the engineers in Colonia will offer some limited upgrades in the long term, but the bubble is still going to be the place to go to get everything done to the best that it can be. To be honest, this makes sense. Colonia is meant to be remote, isolated and frontier-like, if you'll pardon the pun. It wouldn't be appropriate really for it to suddenly become the buzzing metropolis that the core systems of the bubble are. Relevant links for this stuff, as always, as well as the full version of the new trailer, are in the description below. Regular viewers to this channel will know that I've been following the exploits of Commander PrimetimeCasual as he drives his SRV around Mitterand Hollow, the mad moon of New Africa. I'm very pleased to say that Commander Prime made it all the way round the moon and finally reached coordinates 00 again this week. A small contingent of commanders, myself included, were there to escort him, along with commanders watching on live stream and joining in Discord. The full stream is linked below along with my recorded video of the event. The mighty Sagittarius Eye also reported on the event and I've linked their video in the description below as well. If you've not been to Mitterand Hollow, I do highly recommend it. A lot of commanders apparently didn't realise quite how close and accessible it is, and it's honestly one of the best sights you can see in the game in my humble opinion. It's inside the bubble and is only about 12 light years from Sol. If you've not seen it, do go take a look. I wanted to take a moment to comment on a video that was highlighted by Frontier this last week or so that I'd personally missed. It's often said in the mainstream media that video games are antisocial and promote nothing but bad things. That's obviously nonsense. But this video about the arrival of Commander DoveEngima13 to the megaship that bears his name in the Colonia region is testament to just how nonsensical that is. The whole thing is worth a look, but it gets very goosebumpy at about the 5-minute mark. I urge you to take 2 minutes out of your day if you've not seen it. It should honestly help reinforce your faith in humanity and indeed this marvellous community that we're all part of. As always, links are in the description. And finally, here's this week's Thargoid report. Permepatung and LP 102-320 were both successfully defended. We're getting good at this, which makes me think we're about to get a punch in the complacency and a righteously bloodied nose. If you want to help out with previous cleanup operations, check out what Operation Ida are up to right now. Links as always are in the video description. This week it appears the Thargoids have targeted just one system, LHS-283. If you're looking to harvest Thargoids and up your combat rank, that is the place to go. As always, pick your fights with care. The Aegis Eagle Eye network was successfully brought back online after it succumbed to a biobomb attack last week, but its status, and this is interesting, is now shown as recalibrating, further reinforcing my solemn belief that A, something is coming, B, we're about to get a bloodied nose. There's a content drop right around the corner, and then a massive content drop before the end of the year. I don't know. This is all leading to something, boys and girls. Gather your loved ones around you and hold them close. The always excellent Thargoid update by Burton Simmons on Reddit, from which this information is drawn, is linked below. There's an enormous amount of helpful information there on minimum ship builds. The barriers to entry on the Thargoid stuff, as I've said before, are very low. I even had a punch at it myself this week. It's very easy to get involved if you feel so inclined, and it really helps rocket your combat rank, by the way. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for making it this far. If you enjoy my videos, do remember to hit the subscribe button to keep updated with more videos as I release them, and also hit the like button. It really does help the channel. I'll be back later this week with more videos. Until then, 07 Commanders, follow the greens on the way out and do keep clear of the toast rack. I will see you next time.